Can you describe Wissen Infotech's operations and positioning, including core service lines, key industry verticals, and how India fits into your global delivery and innovation model?
Wissen, we started around 26 years ago, primarily as infrastructure services company to start with. And of course, in the last 26 years of our journey, we've evolved ourselves in terms of technology that we support. So today, if you ask me, the primary focus that we have is, of course, continue to do what we're doing in infra space, plus data and analytics and cloud, and of course AI is embedded into every area that we support. So that's our primary areas of focus. When it comes to domain, we have primarily three areas. One is the banking and finance. Our second one is what we call as manufacturing slash industrial, and the third one is the healthcare sector. So primarily majority of our clients fall into these three categories. And of course we have, apart from that, we have one key client who is into the logistics space, and a couple of clients who are into telecom and the other areas as well. So India has been our like any other global company. India has been a primary focus for the delivery part of it, and we've grown from a team of 4 people in year 2000 to a team of almost 6,000 plus people right now. Exactly.
How has the role of India evolved within Wissen, from a delivery center to a strategic hub for engineering excellence and innovation?
So if you notice, 20, 25 years ago, a lot of the global companies were setting up the GCCs here. And primarily, it used to be set up with cost in mind, right? And the teams that were actually set up here were more like task doers rather than thinkers and strategists and all that. But over the period, it's evolved. Now, if you look at any company that has a center in India, you notice that it's not just the task doers anymore. A lot of key critical strategic teams are actually based here in India. Even the senior leadership, some of the C-level folks are actually based out of India. A lot of the companies like ours, not just ours, including the global companies that have set up GCCs. So the evolution has actually happened naturally, from where we were 25 years ago. But now, if you look at it, I would say especially when it comes to IT, every emerging technology, every strategic initiative the companies take right now, the teams are actually based here in India.
What capabilities are increasingly being anchored out of India, particularly in areas such as cloud native development, data engineering, AI, ML, or platform modernization?
So, when you take, for example, any emerging technology, it doesn't matter whether it's AI, cloud, that, a few years ago, everybody was rushing into cloud, right? Now, everybody is rushing into AI. I'm not sure tomorrow, we have a new technology coming in. So India or Indian tech force is so adaptable and so quick in adapting to these technologies. So even before, I've seen it when I was living in US. Even before we could actually hear about a technology in US, people in India were talking about. So that's how quick we are in terms of adoption. And I think it's a good thing now when everybody talks about AI today, loss of jobs and all that.
How will AI impact the job market? Will it result in job losses?
I'm going to say AI is taking over jobs as such. I think it's going to complement what the tech force is doing today. Uh, I'll give you a good example. If I'm a developer today without using AI, if I have to write a program, what I would do first thing, I'm not going to start from scratch. I don't think anybody does it. I go to Google, go to internet, search for a similar code, cut, paste, and then start modifying it based on my needs, right? So there were some steps involved, manual steps involved where I had to go to take. So now AI is going to do that for you, right? What it will do is, as soon as you need something, it would go, same thing. I mean, you go to the internet and get the best possible match and then start doing it, right? So the productivity will improve, and the developer, what he was taking 4 weeks will now cut it down to 1 week. So obviously, it would result in productivity gains for our, for the companies. So obviously, its go-to-market would be faster. So that rapid change, that pace at which it changes is going to be much quicker. And then the other thing, you hear about the AI, the job losses, all over the social media and all that. If you notice, everybody talks about AI because that's become like a soothing word for all the boards in the companies. Everybody has to have AI incorporated, which is good thing, as a part of the evolution in technology. But then if you look at companies that are actually doing the work, full-blown AI work right now, they're very limited. So everybody is very cautious because of the cost. Obviously, it's very expensive even today. So everybody is doing just the POC, small bits and pieces, trying to incorporate AI into the work that they're currently doing, and not completely changing it radically. The time will come when that might happen. But when that happens, the way that people will work compared to what they're doing right now, in terms, whether it's like if you look at services company like ours, the delivery model will change. So right now it's more like, people focused, people dependent, the team sizes and all that. So tomorrow it will be more outcome based, platform based. How do I scale up? So the models will change. So, but it's not just because of AI there's going to be job losses, but it's because of the evolution in technology. There's going to be a change in terms of what skills you need. Today's skill, what you have right now for doing certain type of work, they may not exist tomorrow. So as long as you upskill, then keep yourself and adapt to what's going on, I think you should be able to safeguard the jobs.
In a fast evolving technology landscape, how do you approach innovation while maintaining profitability and delivery discipline?
If you look at, in fact, in one of the books that I was reading, this is about Bermuda Triangle, right? So, but the last few chapters, he talks about the evolution of human mind, right? So where he talks about where, the fast changing in terms of technology, industrial revolution that actually happened after industrial revolution. So then he says that human mind, was it dormant for so many thousands of years and suddenly it became active and started, rapidly changing in the last 200 years. And then it's going to be much faster as we move forward. So similarly, the human mind is changing, the thinking is changing. So obviously the technology is going to be changing. So you got to really keep up and adapt yourself to changing technologies. So as leaders, as companies who are into IT services, we have to think one step ahead of our clients, right? Think into a good example I can give is during COVID, we realized that after this whole COVID thing, goes away, what would our clients be looking at? What technologies would they be looking at? So we actually started preparing internally, building cloud teams, building AI ML teams, building other infra, the emerging technology teams, building the center of excellence, so that when this whole COVID thing died down, clients immediately started rushing into these technologies. So it actually helped us. So as service delivery people, I think we need to really think one step ahead of our clients and adopt whatever the emerging technologies that are coming through. So if you don't adopt, you're not going to exist tomorrow, right? So that's our secret mantra. So, and of course, delivery challenges will come with it. As long as there's a if you walk across some of our offices, you would find a saying that if you are doing business today like you did yesterday, you'll not be in existence tomorrow. So, adopting to it is very, very critical in our line of business.
With rapid shifts in enterprise technology, how do you prioritize investments across competing technologies?
So obviously, we have to maintain, what we are currently doing, because that's our bread and butter, right? So while doing it, we obviously look at what are our clients thinking, what is their roadmap, and what are some of the other industry leaders doing in terms of their roadmap adopting to new technologies. So based on that, based on what our clients are looking for, because at the end of the day, clients are the ones who want to pay us for the services that we provide. So we got to make sure that we align ourselves with their roadmaps. So based on their roadmaps and what the trends are in the industry, so we try to build our center of excellences around those technical areas.
In a business built on long-term client relationships and high-stakes technology delivery, how do you ensure trust, reliability, and consistency in execution?
So it's very simple. In our 26 years of our journey that we had, we have actually not lost a single client due to delivery or trust, issues. So we try to keep things as simple as possible. Now, the one are a few things that we follow. One is we call it as one team concept. So when you're working with your client teams, do not treat it as a separate team. How well you integrate into their teams makes a huge impact in the delivery. The second thing is keeping things simple and transparent. If the things that cannot be done, say upfront that it cannot be done. If there are things that can be done, just tell them yes, it can be done. So as long as you keep things transparent and making sure that it's one team. And the third most important thing, what our clients actually like, is the availability of top management when the crisis situations come. So that's one thing that actually helped us to build that trust, to build that long-term relationship. And a good example is GE was our first client in year 2000. Even after 26 years, we still partnered with them. Interesting.
Where do you see AI creating the most value for your clients? In areas such as software development, testing, data analytics, or customer experience?
So AI, you cannot really separate it out. So it's going to be part of every area that you currently are supporting your clients. A lot of people try to separate out by saying AI services. So in my opinion, there's nothing like AI services as such. So you're basically providing, the same services by incorporating AI into it. That will result in a lot of benefits to our end clients. So at Wissen, if you look at it, so AI, we have three main streams. One stream actually works with our clients and develops solutions using AI for their business needs, right? So that is one stream that we have. The second stream is, for a lot of these clients, we are currently doing or providing different services, whether it's development services, whether infra, testing, data analytics, whatever it is, right? So this team actually tries to bring in AI into the current operations so that, we can bring in efficiency, we can, give better service, productivity gains to our clients. The third thing, which is, I would say, a minority of all this, but then the significance is very huge, where we actually focus on using AI for our internal needs. So the reason being, when a client walks into our office and he sees that internally we are using AI right from our front desk to the conference rooms everywhere, just imagine the level of confidence that we have when we come and propose that we can build in business solutions for you. So these are the three areas that we currently adopt. And like I said, AI is everywhere. It's just a matter of how do you use it for your own, license.
What steps are you taking to build workforce readiness in terms of skills, culture, and governance for an AI-led future?
When we started focusing on AI and building what we call as uh, we call it as AI COE, but uh, the targets that we have set for ourselves is in the next 12 months, Wissen should be known in the industry as AI first and AI driven services company. So that's our end goal. And how do we do it? Again, these three streams that I talked about will contribute in achieving the target. So if you go to any of our desks, for our employees, you would see a poster. In fact, I have one on my desk as well. Every task that they do, the first question that should come to their mind is, can AI do it? So, we are actually driving, there's actually a senior leader just to drive AI internally. Because until the employees at all levels, they actually start thinking from AI perspective. And I don't think, we can actually build solutions for our clients if we don't have that culture built into our teams. So that's how we are doing. So we're giving we're actually doing a heavy focused approach in bringing people to realize about the AI culture.
Looking ahead, what are the biggest opportunities and risks for Wissen, both globally and in India?
So the risks being, some of the areas that we currently support. Obviously, if it's not immediate, 3-5 years down the lane, we would probably see the count of employees come down in that particular area because of AI influence. And then the flip side to it basically is if these employees can actually reskill and upskill themselves and adopt to what I call as the AI delivery model, where instead of focusing on number of people and the task deliveries, rather focus on outcome-based delivery. Then I think that's a great opportunity with higher margins in terms of the profits compared to what is being done right now.